All right. Justice in America, in the United States of America, or is it just us? Like we've got out in the UK where Judge Mudd rules on his own disqualification in the Cope v. Wright case over there. So let's break this down on some of the things that are happening right now and give my comments and feedback. First, I want to share a little video that just got posted here by none other than the Disruptor-in-Chief, Elon Musk, just today. So check this out.
Now, the disruptor-in-chief, Elon Musk, who apparently has adopted the alias, at least he changed his social media handle to Harry Balls, tweeted this morning, "Democracy in America is being destroyed by judicial coup. An activist judge is not a real judge." And as for now, the disruptor-in-chief,
So
Elon Musk,
that
who
is a rather
apparently
big
has
deal. And here's why. This guy, he's got 217 million followers. Okay. There's like, what, 350 million people in America? This guy has massive reach. I mean, he's maybe the biggest, him and Trump together are the two biggest influential people in the world right now, I'd say. Maybe one of those soccer players, but this guy is massively influential. And what he's talking about is yesterday, there was a judge in United States, New York. He issued a restraining order over the weekend, actually on Saturday night, from the executive branch. You got three forms of government, three branches of government in the United States under the Constitution. You got the people are at home plate. Think of it as a baseball diamond. People are at home plate. First base is the legislature. That's the laws. Second base, the judicial system. Third base, the executive branch. They're all separate. People are at home. The judicial branch over there on second base just told the executive branch they cannot do something that they have the power to do without authority of the legislature. So unless the legislature over there on first base gives a power and says to the executive branch, you can do this, you cannot do this, the judicial branch has no right to tell the executive branch it cannot do something or can do something. It's a separate branch of government. What happened was the judicial branch, a judge in New York, says to the executive branch, you're not allowed to go and access things inside the Treasury. Not Elon Musk, but anybody. The Treasury Director, the Secretary of Treasury, the person in charge of the Treasury, he's not allowed to do his job. He's not allowed to go inside and do stuff at the Treasury. That's what a judge said. Can you think about this? The Treasury Secretary, the guy who's elected, he's confirmed by the Senate, nominated by the president, confirmed by the Senate. He's legally and lawfully authorized to be in charge of the Treasury. A judge says, you're not allowed to do your job at the Treasury. You're not allowed to look at things inside of the Treasury. And none of the people are there under you are either, or anybody else, because I said so. That's why Musk did this and why he's making a big outrage about this, because it is absolutely bizarre, never unprecedented. This never happened. First of all, it was a temporary restraining order issued on Saturday with no response from the White House, meaning it was an emergency. And it was granted without any response. So the White House never had a chance to even review, respond. Now today they're doing briefing on it, saying you might want to reconsider your order, Judge, because what you did was completely unconstitutional, and rethink this whole thing. So now Musk is like, impeach the judge, and go after the judge. Well, I mean, in order to impeach a judge, you have to motion Congress to impeach that district judge. So somebody in Congress, like Thomas Massey or somebody with a lot of competence like that, they'd have to bring a motion before Congress and say, Judge Schmedley over there in New York, who's ever doing this ruling, they got to come in and hear before Congress on why they shouldn't be impeached. It's going to be a minute for that. They're going to give that judge some due process. But it's kind of a big deal, so I want to talk about it because while we've seen this in the courts here, especially dealing with pro ses like myself, who's not a lawyer, not an attorney, a non-lawyer. When you try to go into these courts and deal with these actions, you're going to get biased and pushback right off the bat because, oh, you're not an attorney. You're not part of the club. So, you got to deal with that. You got to really push the issue. But now to have it actually looked at by and exposed by somebody this big like Musk saying, oh man, this judge is just totally out of line. It's a big deal. It's in the public consciousness. And I think people are starting to realize there's a problem in the judicial system. We got a real problem. Let's impeach these judges. Let's go after them. All right. I want those judges to come in and get impeached. Let's make an example of this judge. They should not have lifetime appointmentship. They can do whatever they want, judicial immunity. There's no way that a judge should have that type of freaking just lifetime appointmentship and they can do whatever they want. Forget that, dude. If that judge is not willing to follow the Constitution and his oath of office, bring him before Congress, impeach, or more, or worse than that. You know, I'm calling for that. So, yeah, this is definitely an exciting time to watch in the public consciousness, the judicial system in the United States becoming the just us system like Europe and Judge Mudd, UK. And we watched it over there with the Craig Wright case where Judge Meller ruled on his own disqualification on yours truly's own affidavit where he had no right to do that. He had to send it to another judge. He's like, I didn't go to any COPA event. I didn't go to any KIPA event. I deny going to those events. Oh, really? And you're going to rule on that? Okay, pal. Nice try. Well, now we're seeing it here in the U.S., and it's getting exposed. I think the change is on the horizon. We're going to see some major shakedowns and shakeups in the judicial system. I want to see it now and see some freaking actions, heads roll, dude, on impeachments. Let's do it all day long. I want to see impeach, impeach, impeach. All right, if you like this video, hit the ones. Little recap. My name is Gavin, and I will see you at the top.